Welcome back to the channel, Jaden Chase. Now, Gender Affairs Minister Olivia Grange has called by the People's National Party President Mark Golding to immediately fire Chairman of the PNP Human Rights Commission, Isaac Buchanan, over quoting lyrics from dancehall superstar Vybz Kartel's song Menace to Society. Now, in light of the backlash, Isaac Buchanan has resigned from being the chairman of the PNP's Human Rights Commission. I'm going to hear what I want, and they will continue the reasoning. Look and listen.
Justice Square. What kind of bangarang I go on a Justice Square? I never know that the Justice Square turn one market, a fish vendor. Hello, wait. Bitch! Put up the face on the screen. Put up the big market vendor them on the screen. The big dirty careless market who are going in the DPP office.
While you're doing that, I wanted to take this opportunity to use a famous quote from Vybz Kartel. I don't know how his name end up in letter.
We are not ISAT.
No,
we are not.
Let me start with the quote. I want to give the quote. The song is called Menace to Society. It is a poetic rendition that has Shakespearean marvel. And in the second verse, he says, speaking of cocky, yo parlor, go suck a dick. That is a verse from Vybz Kartel. And I'm sure he's saying that right now. You can get that song on iTunes. Menace to Society. Would you like me to repeat it? Stanza 2.
Yeah, I don't know Vybz Kartel song.
Menace to Society, verse 2. Vybz Kartel says, speaking of cocky, yo parlor, go suck a dick. That's what he said in that song. It's a very poetic song. You might want to look at it. So I start the conversation there. Yes.
She must do what, right?
Vybz Kartel said she should go and suck a dick. Yes. So I am only quoting the song. Do not shoot the messenger. I know government like Matthew Samuda who like to trace, use what a tool called ad hominem. When the truth comes out, they attack the person. And so in this Beauty and the Beast war, where Kathy Pike is clearly the beauty, the pictures speak for themselves, no one should attack her. And Matthew Samuda has brought the office of the DPP into disrepute by his nastiness, by trying to mar the character of one of the best DPPs. And I tell you this, Jamaica, if they remove Kathy Pike, every criminal walk free, because them no win no case down there unless them put Kathy Pike on it. Me can tell you that.
Mighty God.
That's the start of this
Wait.
conversation.
Wait. But you know, in the letter dated, Kathy Pike said, not 11 pages.
Mm-hmm.
In concluding, in the circumstances, I'm asking for the postponement of any further vote on this amendment and the launching of an investigation into the viability of the office. If this is done, I'm certain that you will find that there are serious issues to be addressed, which may warrant a conclusion that the proposed amendment should not be affected at this time in respect to the office of the Director of Public Prosecution. So yes. I said, are you saying to me that in the Director of Public Prosecution office, her own senior deputy director is calling for her to go her yard?
Yes. And not just calling, is grounded in the Constitution. That
this lady, 11, this beautiful lady.
Yes, the beauty. I said, remember, we're dealing with Beauty and the Beast tonight, and you now have the beauty that is on the
But I said, Buchanan.
Yes.
If she's doing this, Something wrong, man.
Well, no, we would not be here if the learned DPP had gracefully walked away with her legacy. Never in no country have they have. I must tell you, Delroy Chuck is a constitutional pedophile. The Charter of Rights is only 12 years old, and when he takes up the Constitution and finger fucks it and put it before Parliament and try to rush it and then come out after deceiving the entire nation, just one Gleaner article to say, "Oh, I make a mistake." While I was making my submissions about what I said with the DPP.
No. So you're saying that he's a constitutional pedophile?
Yes, the charter is only 12 years old. It's only 12 years old. It's 2011 the charter came into place.
So he's a constitutional pedophile?
A constitutional pedophile. Anytime you see them fornicate and finger fuck the Constitution, grievous sexual assault.
I thought about Cannon. Yes. Why are you expressing yourself like this tonight? Why are you so...
I'm expressing because the people need to know that the Constitution is the most important document in this country. It is the bedrock of the country. It is the only thing that protects poor people.
2017. And regrettably, for the leader of the opposition in Parliament to impute that there are 6 parliamentarians who are being questioned from reports of the Integrity Commission, and the Director of Public Prosecution can overrule what the Director of Corruption Proceedings in the IC can do, is so unfair and unbecoming. The Director of Public Prosecution, during her tenure...
Now, would this be a second situation where public outrage has been called for statements made by Isaac Buchanan? I guess this time around, he decides say, he might just step away from representational politics. Because in the previous situation, the first thing people pointed out was he was the chairman of the Human Rights for the People's National Party. This time again, people are saying he is the chairman for the Human Rights Council for the People's National Party. So this is definitely something where the party, whether they have to address the leadership of the party, whether they have to address. And I guess Isaac Buchanan just say, you know, make him just handle it. Now, this was said during a discussion about the DPP's extension, citing that the senior deputy believes that they should be the one promoted to Director of Public Prosecutions. And Isaac Buchanan pointed that out. And seeing that Isaac Buchanan defends the accused and convicted, and the prosecutor, the current DPP, prosecutes the accused and they are convicted, there's always a small bit of rivalry there. Not just with defense attorney and prosecutor. We have seen this in all jurisdictions, right across the globe. You name it. Talk to me in the comment section though. Tell me what you think. Do you think this was the best move? The best resort of action by Isaac Buchanan? Seeing that the statements were already made. The Minister of Gender Affairs has already made her statement calling for the leadership of the PNP to remove Isaac Buchanan. Not from the party, but from being chairman of the Human Rights Council within the party. Now, with this happening months away from Vybz Kartel's trial, of course, certain fans are wondering if Isaac Buchanan is just being singled out for being the attorney of the dancehall superstar. And it's alleged that prosecution had said that as long as they're continuing to do their job, the dancehall superstar would not be let out. I think that was allegedly a statement made during, I think, the appeal or during those times. If you're new to the channel, let's pass through. Click the subscribe icon, then the bell icon. Of course, put it on all. And this is how you know will be notified of all fresh content. As soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here on the platform. The like icon is also in close proximity to the share icon. Drop a like and bust a share. Tell a friend, tell them sister and them brother them for check out the channel, check out the reason, and also join the discussion, the comment section 24/7. It never lack it. Just be respectful and mindful of the guidelines. But other than that, drop your thoughts, your comments, and yes, your opinions there, and we can continue the reason via the comment section. Now until the reason again, my sentiments for you and yours, I wanna live, love, and prosper. I wanna stay tuned.